Kwame against his old team, the team that drafted him #1 out of high school. Matching up with Brendan Haywood. Jamison, boy, has he increased his range. In fact, he had 147 threes last year for the Washington Wizards, too. And that was double whatever he had in previous seasons.
Well, he's always been a guy that would take it from that distance, but making it may have been the difficulty.
Tough shot. Almost a beauty by Radmanovic, as it wouldn't go down. Now Gilbert Arenas to the hole. He can get there, can he? Gilbert Arenas on the attack. 7-4 Washington early. Now Luke Walton. Good position against Ron Butler. And got trapped as he didn't realize he was behind the glass.
You always should know where you are, obviously, and if you just look up, you'll be able to find it.
He is a scoring machine. Gilbert Arenas comes into the game averaging, and he is 6th best in the NBA as he's scoring 20 in a contest. So it's a 6-0 run for the Lakers, and the Lakers have the lead. Not for long, though. Gilbert Arenas puts him back up by 1 as Gilbert Arenas 3 of 4. Hot start. He's got a half dozen already. Gilbert Arenas, how strong is he? Man.
It's not a matter of how strong he is, it's how good is he. He is good.
He's so dangerous all over the floor.
See the double team and that frees up people.
Arenas puts it inside for the open man. And they didn't recover to Antwan Jamison. Why do you have to worry about Brendan Haywood? Kobe with Stevenson in his grill. Long deuce. Stayed out. As Antwan Jamison comes down with a small forward with long arms. Former first-round pick that played for the Warriors. And burns him from the outside. So he got the board, he got the bucket, and quickly. Lottie 4 of 7 for the field with a couple of three-pointers. And once again, on the attack, the Wizards. This time, Gilbert Arenas off the dribble. Gilbert Arenas rattles it home. It is a three-pointer. Arenas setting up. But what a catch by Haywood. That's a pretty good one for the big guy. Stevens got the roll on the last try. It'll be Stevenson from Arenas. And if they get other sources, guys like Deshaun Stevenson, who averages 8-9 a game, then it's going to be real tough for the Lakers. Nobody accounted for Smush. Running in time. Kwame tried to deflect it away. Too many Wizards around it. Picked up by Gilbert Arenas. He's been too quiet for too long, hasn't he? Smush almost got it away. Now Arenas, the three. Gilbert, I talked about being a gunner. He gets inside and slices it home with a little English.
You know, they tried a semi-trap there, but then the Wizards really played it to their hands, didn't really push the issue.
Gilbert Arenas doesn't need much space, does he? What a release.
Doesn't need any space.
Man, 22 points for Gilbert. So it stays a 7-point lead. Gilbert Arenas with space. Well, he got a little rub. That's all he needed.
And I talked about Kobe being efficient. Radmanovic, 20 points on 11 shots. 8 out of 11 from the field. That's efficient.
And still, as Radmanovic almost gets it away, he's made his last 6. Boy. Arenas, now, Gilbert Arenas has had problems on the road this year. Parmon with a 4-on-3. Numbers favor the Lakers. Mo Evans, mid-range game, way too strong. Bottom kept it alive, and it's tapped away. Two teammates really did take it away. Opposite end. Guess who? Gilbert Arenas up to 34. Arenas and it's closed, but it made no difference. Arenas could seriously get up there, and he was falling away anyway, so he's got 36. Brendan Haywood caught in the air, found Gilbert Arenas, and he'll go to the line as Kobe got him on the way by, they say. And an opportunity for a three-point play as Arenas is up to 41 points. Three-point ball game. The kid from Fresno at the strike. And he doesn't get the roll. Vlade's got it. Called the timeout.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Lakers at a 20. Now Kobe up ahead. Brian Cook. It'll be Kobe. Back to Cook. He'll go for the tie. Got it! 5.7 to play. Starts with Mo Evans. Pressure on the ball. It goes to Gilbert Arenas. Who else? 4 seconds to play. Will we go to overtime? Arenas. The jumper over Kobe. And we go to overtime. The Lakers will take it. After trailing by as many as 17 for the second time this weekend, it is an extra session for the Lakers on their home floor. Lakers' first lead since the opening 12 minutes of play. And again, I told you, it didn't last long the last time, did it? What was it, 10-9? Setting up blue. Mid-range game. It's going to be real short. And on the air ball, it's pulled down by Calvin Booth. Radmanovic trying to get it. Instead, numbers favor Gilbert Arenas.
Spread now, though?
Stevenson didn't go for it. And Luke gambling, and it's a foul. So Luke is just fouled out of the game. That's a huge blow to the Lakers. Arenas has lived at the line tonight. 18 of 23. So 18 of his 50 at the stripe.
50. Did you say 5-0?
Earl the Pearl
50
as the franchise record, and it came against the Lakers.
And Cody's guarding Gilbert Arenas. Are you not surprised they don't isolate like this?
There he goes. Radmanovich tries to get there, but it's too late. A 1-point lead.
And I'm surprised, though, that they have Kobe on. Kobe can't play the kind of defense that he normally does with those 5 fouls.
There goes Arenas, and he's got a 3-point opportunity. Andrew Bynum came over late. He created the contact. Smart play. Running a weave. It's Arenas for 3. Boy, what a night for Gilbert. Gilbert Arenas to 58 points. So that's a franchise record. Kobe fighting for just to receive it. Jumps it across. Good look for Radmanovich. That might do it. That will do it. Caron Butler, nobody back for the Lakers. Will slam it home. 33.7 to play. Well, the last time the Wizards won here, and they've only won once over the last 13 tries in Los Angeles. It was the 2004-2005 season when they won in overtime. And he does.
And there's 60 coming up for Gilbert.
Yep. He got it. He's got 60. The Lakers will not use their final timeout. Arenas with 16 in overtime. Kobe beyond the arc over Stevenson.
How hard it is to make a three-pointer with a double head fake.
Ryan Cook got to. He will. Hard off the heel. That's official now. Farmar at the buzzer. And it's over in overtime. It's a 6-point win on a career night for the Washington Wizards. LA native Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas put on quite a show and then gave a couple of bows just now to the front row people who were giving him a little bit of razzing during the game. He says, how do you like me now?
Jazz 24-13, Washington 20-16. And here we go on a Monday afternoon in Washington. It's still morning. It's coffee time in Salt Lake City. The big challenge for Williams today. Arenas turn around, fall away, sweep. Right down the barrel. Arenas for 3. Just beat the shot clock. We saw plenty of free throw attempts against the Heat. And another 3 buried by Arenas. 8 points, back-to-back threes. Fisher guarding Arenas. The jumper by Butler. Caron with 6 points.
Ronnie Brewer is one of those guys that rebounds very well. Kobe Bryant rebounds very well. I mean, there's guys that in that 2-guard position that can get you 5 to 6 rebounds a game. That is really very valuable.
Another 3. And Booner, it's amazing how many 3-point shots we have seen of late. The Ray Allens, the Dirk Nowitzki's. Arenas dribble drive off that wing and fouled on the way to the bucket. Count it. And Jerry Sloan unhappy with that call as Memo toes for 3. Not this time. 0 for 2 from behind the arc for Memo. That starts to break to Arenas. A touch pass. The other way on the slam by Hayes. Brewers pass is picked off in midair by Arenas. Quick as a cat, cups it, lays it up, and going to count that one.
And again, you know, you have to realize that when you foul a guy, you hear the whistle. You do whatever you can to keep him from scoring. They can only blow the whistle one time.
The Boozer's working on a double-double. Williams as well, 7 points, 10 assists, and there's a jumper from the corner, and that's a 2-ball for Butler. Memo, there's a mismatch. Arenas puts up a hand. Kerr drops in his 20th point.
Just recognize the mismatch there. The Wizards switched on that play. That gave Okoro a chance to go or post up anyway. Gilbert Arenas.
Arenas bumps Brewer, and Ronnie picks up his 4th. After an 0 for 3 start from behind the arc, Memo finally cashes in for 3.
Well as he shoots the basketball, he's no way you should even think of hesitating at all.
28 on the drive by Arenas. 6 years out of Arizona, and he wants 3 more. Catch, shoot, and fire. Oh, baby. Watch out. 31 now for Arenas. Catch it down low is Harpring, and it's dropped out about. Nope, they pick it up. Harpring missed it. Arenas, the trailer. Boozer comes out for help defense. Butler jumps it good. Caron with 16. Arenas fires, and a floater, count it. Butler has found the rhythm in this quarter. 18 in the game. Karolinko slides deep round the rookie. Launches short. Loose ball belongs to Washington, and it starts to break. Arenas got it. Karolinko did what he could to get back, but Arenas was able to reach up and over the outstretched arms of AK. Boozer inside. Overshot the hoop, and Sloan furious there wasn't a foul call baseline.
Well, and that may have been a good no call because it looked like Boozer may have lost control of the basketball on the way up. But, you know, coaches, they want every play that they deserve, and then the ones that they don't deserve there as well.
Arenas for 2. 39. Can the Jazz close this game out on the road? Memo. The money man.
Yes, baby.
Got it!
Yes, baby.
35 for Memo. Now Arenas answers. Oh. 42 for Arenas. Arenas left wide open. Fisher flies in. Got a hand up, but too late.
He knew that was in when he released it. Came down and started walking toward the other end of the floor.
45 for Arenas. It's like starting all over again. 106 with 1:30 to play. Harpering. Boozer on the low block. Memo out front. He'll fire for 3. Got it again!
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Sing it for me, Booner.
This what it's turning into.
Sing it for me.
Anything you can do.
109-106. What do you think? Arenas.
Oh,
3 free throws coming. We're tied at 109. You know who's going to take this shot? Arenas in the floater off the glass. No, the tip comes off. The putback. Hayes. Jovis Hayes. And timeout Utah. Booner, you go strong to the rack, force the foul if you don't get it. Or
I don't doubt that you had Daniels guarding Boozer.
instead, the long jumper short. Boozer puts it back and we're tied. 27 for Carlos. Crowds on their feet for the final 11 seconds.
Plenty of time to get him the basketball, that's for sure.
Arenas breaks out. Williams on him. 8 seconds, down to 7. He'll make his move with 5, down to 4. Takes a glance with 3 to 2 for the winner.
You know what? This is a player here. Now, I want you to watch him shoot the basketball. Forget about it going into the basket, but watch him. He comes down, throws his hands up in the air, and he knows it's going into the basket. And another game winner here by Gilbert Arenas, and that gives him, what, 51 points here for the night. What a player. What a crunch player. You put the ball in his hands, he'll make some things happen here.
Antonio Davis and Brendan Haywood will go on the tip. So the Bulls control. Duhan being guarded by Arenas. Duhan lost the handle.
You can see there his back a little bit stiff. He had trouble as far as going to the bucket. There you can see a great score on a fast break. And that's the one thing Washington has been able to do is get out and score.
We've seen a lot more of this games 3 and 4. The ball movement, the Princeton offense, ball moving side to side, and now Arenas can attack.
A beautiful pass. Arenas finding Haywood. As you mentioned, Steve, we're seeing a lot more ball movement.
Well, ball movement helps you both offensively and defensively. And what's happening is they're getting breaks coming off. There's Jamison again. Long rebound. Nice outlet pass for an easy score. When you're a little bit older, you're a little bit smarter when you're playing. You don't rely on athletic ability.
Yes, that's what I meant.
So Steve now has flipped, trying to clear things up.
Yeah.
It's good. Arenas with 7 points, and the Wizards now lead at 28-17. Arenas finding Jeffries. Nice play.
There's that penetration we saw from Arenas in games 3 and 4 that led to the feed for the bucket.
Here's Ruffin getting inside. Michael Ruffin with a strong move. We're at the United Center in Chicago. Game 5 of this best of 7. The series tied at 2. Bulls winning the first 2 here at home. Wizards coming back, taking the 2 at the MCI Center. Nice play. Haywood able to finish. Beautifully done again by the Wizards.
13th assist for Washington.
And Washington with a 69-49 lead.
So much of what we talked about is ball movement since game 3. It's also been the dominance of the Washington big people.
post pass, and Haywood scores again. So the Wizards able to settle down, and it leads to a Chicago timeout coming up on 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Arenas, yes. That's a quick shot by Gilbert Arenas. And Hughes had it knocked away by Heinrich, recovered by Jamison, pops it out. Shot clock at 5. Arenas, good pass, beautifully done by Gilbert Arenas, finding Antwan Jamison. Chicago calls for time. Off the back tap, Hughes is on it, and here is Hughes. So the Wizards now lead 108-98. You saw the speed of Larry Hughes able to chase it down. Wizards on their way to making it 3 straight wins after they lost the first 2 here in Chicago. Remember, only 8 teams have come back from an 0-2 deficit to win a best of 7. Pargo just checked in, knocks down a 3. It's a 7-point game. Then Pargo gives the foul. So that will put Arenas at the line with 38.7 remaining. Big number for Arenas tonight, 8 assists. He's only 4 of 13 from the field, getting the treatment from this crowd. Bulls do have 1 timeout remaining as Arenas knocks down 1 of 2, 109-101, Washington. Gordon can't find the shot. Pargo, he shoots the 3 and hits. Fidel Pargo, who was able to convert 4 from downtown in game 4, and he's cut it to a 5-point Wizard lead with 28 and 4/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Jamison, a 76% free throw shooter, now missed 3 straight. He misses again. The Bulls still alive, down by 5. 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Heinrich. Gordon gives it up. Pargo wanted the 3. Finds Heinrich from downtown. Yes! It's a 2-point game. 11 and 6/10 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Heinrich, and the foul is given. And Heinrich, a solid free throw shooter, just under 80% on the season. 9 and 2/10 seconds to go. He misses on both, but Heinrich gets to it. Here's Pargo for the tie. Yes! A 3 for Pargo. The game is tied at 1-10 with 5 and 2/10 seconds remaining in regulation. The Wizards call for time. They're on their feet here in Chicago. Arenas, played by Heinrich. Both teams over the limit. Here's Arenas. This for the win. Yes! It's over. The Wizards have defeated the Bulls. They come right back following the Chicago comeback. They win at the buzzer on the jumper by Gilbert Arenas.
Wow. Incredible. Arenas, the best player on the floor, the most athletic, the quickest. So you get him the ball on the top, flatten things out. Look at the move up and over Heinrich. What a finish.
What I like about it, he had patience. He got the ball on top. He was not rushed. And when he went to shoot the ball, he was face up. He got really a good look at it. And he loves to go left and shoot that fadeaway shot.
A rare back-to-back home game for Washington. And it concludes tonight before the Wizards head off to Cleveland Tuesday night. Arenas off a screen, good.
Boy, it was so nice to see the way he was shooting last night, pulling up and hitting shots, very high percentage shot.
Arenas pulls up over Parker and drops in another 2-point field goal. He's got 6 points. Parker off the screen, in the lane, a long time. He lays it up, no good. Jeffries at the other end, inside, up and scores.
I think he may have caught Tim Duncan a little bit by surprise. I thought he was going to pull up too, but instead he kept going, charging to the basket.
Arenas again. Oh my. This one's a 3-pointer for Gilbert in his 5th year from Arizona and his 14th 3-pointer on the season. Wizards with this back-to-back. Arenas forced to take the jumper and hits.
You know how difficult that is.
From three-point range?
From three-point range, and a defender in your face just to rise up like that.
Nobly gets around inside, lays it up and in. Boy, he's good.
Well, how many times did we see him do that in the finals last year? Able to weave his way through defenders, guys trying to draw charge. He just goes right by him.
He's 5 of 6 from the field. 3 of them are three-pointers, and Gilbert Arenas answers with his 14th point of the game, and Gilbert is 5 of 6. Arenas on the fadeaway. Great shot.
That's a tough shot. You see he had to lean into Bowen to get him away from him and then fade away to his left.
Thomas trying to hold his ground on Duncan, and he does.
Good job by Tom.
Arenas for the jumper. Got it. How good is Gilbert Arenas? They put it in the hands of the go-to guy, the last-second game winner, Gilbert Arenas. Pressured by Parker. Arenas going all the way, throws it up and in. What a play.
That's a tough shot. That gives him 20 on the night.
Duncan off balance, and Haywood is there. Wizards by 3. Arenas for the jumper. Got it, and the Wizards have their largest lead of 5. Eddie Jordan screens opposite. Gilbert goes to the far side. Back to Jeffries for the long jumper. Good. Three-pointer for Jared Jeffries. Parker dribbling through traffic for Bowen around the Nesterovich pick. Shot missed, and Jeffries is there. Arenas around Bowen, goes inside, throws it up, and scores!
Man.
Sensational shot by Arenas. 26 points. He's missed only 1 shot in 11 attempts. The Wizards have their largest lead, and the fans are on their feet in the phone booth. Here's Arenas. Pulls up on Bowen and hits. Gilbert Arenas with 28 points. He's missed just 2 shots, or correction, 1 shot in the game. He's 11 of 12. Arenas, unbelievable. Didn't even dribble, just picked it up over his head and fired it in. 32 for Gilbert. Robert Horry. And you don't want to let that guy shoot threes, but he misses one.
Too much time.
Most prolific three-point shooter in NBA Finals history with 53 of them. Arenas gets the roll.
He's just amazing. Nice move.
Yeah, he's amazing. Arenas, runner, got it! Three-pointer off the glass for Arenas.
Wow.
What has he not done tonight? Spurs are 5-1. Wizards are 4-1.
Oh, nice finish. Way to take it strong.
5.5 to go in regulation. Arenas for the jump shot. Got it. Three-pointer for Gilbert Arenas, who has 43 points in the game, 1 shy of tying his career high. 3:46 to go in regulation. Jamison, hook shot in the lane. Got it. Wizards have their largest lead, shooting 58% from the field, 19 for Jamison. And folks, if you're still wondering whether the Wizards have a good basketball team, the question was answered tonight in stellar fashion.
Absolutely. A very gutsy performance the first half, going back and forth. And you could see the Spurs trying to kind of pull away. Washington didn't let that happen. And then the second half, they just really took over offensively and defensively.
Led by that man, Gilbert Arenas, with 43 points on 15 of 20 shooting.
The Bulls in Chicago Stags uniforms from what, the 40s, Red, I can say, the late 40s? 46 to 50, red, white, and blue. And the 1972-73 Baltimore Bullets. And there, as Susan O'Malley, the president of the team here, said, one of the more unique uniforms in the club's history. Jarvis Hayes to Gilbert Arenas. Jeffries from the outside. Jared Jeffries, usually a quiet contributor to the Wizards. Nocioni. The runner across the lane. Sweetney there for the rebound. Tough angle on the bang. Boy, he just outworks people down low, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Got that big body, keeps people away from him.
Gilbert Arenas through the lane. Oh, they're calling a blocking foul on Nocioni. Jeffries to Arenas on the wing. Over Pargo. For three.
That was just a stare in the face and up with it.
Arenas in the lane. Fade away over Heinrich.
Cut the rim.
Points for Gilbert. Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Arenas steps away from Baston.
I'll tell you what, that was not a good shot at all. It just, they got a guy that feels very comfortable taking anything on the floor.
Heinrich, Sengila. Oh! Tried a backdoor feed that Heinrich almost had, but the Wizards able to take it away. The intercept made by Arenas, who pulls up for three. 17 already now for Gilbert Arenas. Jamison lost the handle on it. Pargo comes away with a 2-on-1 with Piatkowski ahead. Tried to feed Nocioni, knocked away. Arenas to Jamison.
Well, that turnover.
It's a 4-point swing.
Yeah.
Arenas for three. Wow.
Beautiful touch. 23 first half points.
Guy has no conscience, and you can see why he's allowed to shoot whenever. Gilbert Arenas over the top to Haywood. Nocioni didn't get there in time. 12 for Brendan Haywood. Bulls winning the rebound battle. Duhan again, not this time. Bulls have a 28-23 advantage on the board.
I hit 4 in a row. I got to take another one just to check the windage. There's a nice three by Gilbert Arenas. His first basket of this quarter.
26 for the game. Ruffin, no threat to shoot. Arenas is a big threat. 28 points for Gilbert Arenas. Arenas clears Dang.
That's a shot he made that knocked us out of the playoffs last year.
Marvin Cobb. Ruffin looking to move the ball to Gilbert Arenas. Screen from Etan Thomas. Well done. 33 for Arenas. Sengila the screen for Heinrich. Screen roll, Darius. I think he wanted to bank that one. Hit the back of the rim. Sengila hustles for the rebound. Watch it. Pass tip to Arenas for Hayes.
Beautiful. Beautiful steal. They just sat there waiting for it, and the Wizards take the lead.
Sweetney trying to post up Michael Ruffin, and does. Backs in. Turns. Help from Butler. Sweetney shot off the mark. And here come the Wizards back the other way. Arenas. Butler inside had Heinrich posted up.
Made that basket. Butler with 2 hoops.
Heinrich off the screen. Sengila screen roll. Picked up by Ruffin. Tough shot. Sengila trying to keep it alive. And the Wizards quicker to the ball. Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, a bad foul, Eddie.
Sweetney takes it over the top, trying to bank it in. Jamison the rebound.
Gang rebounding now down there for him, and nothing but those Baltimore shirts.
Jamison, quick ball.
Oh, look at that.
Caron Butler.
I'll tell you what. Did you see Duhan get tangled up with Arenas and they let him go? There had to be a foul one way or the other.
Heinrich lost it as he had it knocked away. Here comes Arenas. On the lead for Butler.
Butler taking over here. Single wrecking crew. 14 points. He's up over his season average.
Duhan trying to deny Gilbert Arenas. Now Arenas has it on the wing. Gets a screen from Etan Thomas. Takes the shot over Tyson Chandler. And they've got Duhan on a touch foul. 40 for Gilbert Arenas. Heinrich moves it across, and that will do it.
Bulls with a great comeback victory here. 118 points they put on the board.
From 14 down with 7:45 to go in the game. The Bulls go on a 16-0 run in the last 3:06 of the game and pull away for a 118-111 victory over the Washington Wizards. My goodness.
And they've had to make a few changes as of late. One of the reasons is that the third-year man, Jarvis Hayes, has been hurt. So Caron Butler will be in the starting lineup along with Jamison, Haywood, Jeffries, and Gilbert Arenas, who is averaging 4th best in the NBA. This is Eddie Jordan in his 3rd year as head coach. And here's Jones back into the starting lineup, misses his first shot, and Brendan Haywood comes down to the rebound. Here's Arenas. Arenas is as fast as anybody in the league. He's superbly conditioned. and he already strokes one and hits one outside. Nash into the corner. Marion backs out for a three, and not there. That was a little closer this time.
But look, it barely nicked it, and Sean's just a little strong, and that's why I don't like Sean to start a game off taking threes. I like him to get into a better rhythm, because that shot is a rhythm shot for him, and that can culminate into not having a good shooting game if he continues that.
Suns with their first lead of the game, up 14-12. They've trailed by as many as 4. Arenas from outside. Man, is he deadly. That is a 3, and the Wizards have retaken the lead.
He trusts his mechanic.
Whoa, Butler comes in for Haywood for the Wizards. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Arena's going to launch again. I'm telling you, Eddie, he is solid tonight. He's 4 of 4. Here is Nash from the corner with a 3, and the rebound is going to be cleared and brought out by Caron Butler.
Well, even worse, how could Golden State allow him to get away? I know they have Baron Davis now, but, you know.
Boy, Jamison stroking it. This team is shooting the ball like they mean business. They're shooting 64%. There's a nice pass by Butler as he feeds Arenas inside. It's 22-18. Arenas already has 12 points in this game. Washington up by 1. We have a minute 10 to go in the first quarter. Beautiful feed by House to Pat Burke, and that's a part of the game you don't think about on Eddie House.
Well, you're right, and he's trying to show people that he has that ability, but I'm telling you, you have to get to this guy in open court. He is unbelievably quick.
He goes down and very gracefully avoids the defense and lays it in.
Yeah, he did. He's worried about fouls, and I don't blame him. I mean, he has gotten himself in foul trouble on a consistent basis.
Here's Jamison, a long 3. My goodness. They are just pounding the ball from outside. 33-31. They're 3 of 4 behind the line. And I mean, they're barely rippling the net. Arenas now brings it over to Jeffries. Antonio Daniels gets it to Butler nicely. Backdoored at that time to Arenas, who cleared. Here's House outside now. Arenas switches out on him. James Jones, he's feeling it. This is a tough shot, though. Tipped outside now to Daniels. Daniels, 30 years old, brings it to Arenas. Arenas to the 3. I'm telling you, Eddie, everything he shoots is going in. It's tied at 40. Daniels to Jeffries. Jeffries to Arenas with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Arenas is going to back it out, gets some distance between he and Roger Bell, then goes inside, and he tells you that he can shoot it outside and take it to the hole as well.
I mean, that's just a lethal combination. It really is.
They swing it. Jones with the 2. Top break on the shot, and Brendan Haywood comes down for the rebound. Haywood in this ball game now with 3 rebounds. Into the corner to Jamison. Jamison gets a good look. I'll never forget this guy, Eddie, when he had back-to-back 51-point games for Golden State.
You know, he's just fluid. And again, he's very difficult to guard because he has an array of offensive moves.
Here's Arenas now. Marion trying to see what a spin move. That's goaltending on Jones. That was a beautiful spin move that time by Arenas.
Now think about this. He can flat out shoot it. He's excellent off the dribble. He can take you to the rim, and now he can post you up.
He's the real deal. And here comes Haywood. Haywood now telling Butler to cut. Brings it off to Jamison. Jamison's got a wide open look. Can't get it to go. And rebound Jeffries inside. He's been much more aggressive. Arenas loaded up, and Arenas just buried a 3.
He found the right guy.
Wow. So this Wizards team ending this 5-game Western road swing, 1-3 thus far, and they've lost 3 of their last 4 games, and they're finding out what a lot of Eastern Conference teams find out. It's tough out west.
Yeah, it's very difficult, and the Suns, for one, have really had their way with the Eastern Conference over the last year or so, but Gilbert Arenas is saying, you know what, I want to change this.
That's right. Arenas, who has a brilliant 29, backs out with 9 on the shot clock. Into Jamison, he got it in low, and he was unstoppable at 6'9".
We've seen this all game long. The Suns allowing them to get excellent post position inside.
Here's Arenas clearing, and Arenas hits again. That's a 2, and he's got 31. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Arenas going to try to take the last shot. Here he goes from way outside, and he just hit a 3 as a buzzer sounds.
You know what? I've seen it all. I mean, this guy's like he's at the movies. It's like he's on the couch.
As we have the halfway point of the 4th quarter coming up.
And neither team has been able to stop the other, so you would like to think whoever wins this game will get a lot of stops to pull off the victory.
Wow, where did Butler come through on that play? Atkins, and there's what you worried about. Atkins just hit a 3. He could do that. There's a feed to Dial, broken up. Arenas comes up with it. The Suns now turned it over 6 times tonight. Arenas into the offensive end. He's been sitting on 34 points for quite a while. I shouldn't have said that. He now has 36. 4-point lead now for Washington. Here's Arenas. He's wanting to take the shot. Marion's out on him. Studies him. 6 on the shot clock. Arenas going to go baseline, and we're going to have a foul on Sean Marion. Arenas gets both of them, and Arenas now has 40 points. His third 40-point game of the season. So Jackson now with 8/10 of a second left in the ball game. He gets it in. Nash shot. A great effort by Steve Nash, and Washington wins the game.
Welcome inside the MCI Center. Second of 4 meetings this year between the Heat and the Wizards. We hope you enjoy every bounce-in basket right along with us here on Sun Sports. Wayne has had some of his bigger games in his career against the Wizards, including his season-high 41 points earlier this month at Washington's expense. Arenas gets the Wizards on the scoreboard. Tony, it was 11 games ago when the Heat played the Wizards. It was Shaq's first game back after missing 18 with an injury. Remember that night he came off the bench to score 10 points and grab 11 rebounds, but he fouled out of that game in only 23 minutes.
Who can forget he had to make a free throw, 1 second left to get the Heat into overtime. He made it, and the Heat won the game.
Caron Butler slipping inside of the defense for the dunk to tie the game at 4. Here's Posey pitching down. Haslam's wing jumper right there. Udonis Haslem shooting 47% for the season, and he has knocked in his first 2 jumpers tonight. Arenas answers right back quickly.
Well, we'll see that a lot tonight. Arenas raising up to shoot.
Arenas rings up a 3-ball, and that's something he does on a regular basis. He's second in the league in 3-pointers made, just 12 behind the NBA leader Ray Allen. Miami scored 6 unanswered points to lead by 5. But Diesel with his 37th dunk a moment ago, and Arenas comes right back. Gilbert Arenas is 4 for 4.
There's that 2-2-1 containment press by Washington. They're trying to, that time they got a steal out of it, but the Heat, they're just trying to make Heat use time.
Jamison off a fast break, and the Wizards have now scored 7 unanswered points. Arenas circles around, finds Jamison from the top, bottoms up. Antwan Jamison with his second hoop. Gary Payton defending Arenas, who drives in. It rolls home, plus a foul. So Gilbert Arenas will take 11 points to the free throw line. Heater up 7. Walker for 3. Overshot. This is Miami's largest lead so far tonight. Arenas from the top. Well, Gilbert Arenas filling it up for the Wizards. He's 6 of 8, has 14 points. Payton missing the 3. Atan Thomas down with a rebound, the former Syracuse Orangeman. There's Arenas from downtown. Oh, brother. Gilbert Arenas on a rampage. 17 points, 7 of 9 from the field. Miami leading it 42-36.
Shaq sitting at half court to come in the game, Eric. I can't see any of the game right here.
Well, you just missed Gilbert Arenas triple then. His third 3-ball of the first half. Arenas now with 23 points. He's buried 8 of his 10 shots. Well, the Heater plus 7 points with Payton on the floor tonight as Gilbert Arenas strikes again. 26 in the first half for Arenas.
Yeah, Spo was really clear that they obviously know that Gilbert Arenas is going to have big nights, particularly on big stages about going against the Miami Heat. But what they want to do is get him to do other things. Instead of taking good shots and clear shots, what he wants to do is get guys running around a little bit, get him passing the ball a little bit more, just anything other than getting good looks at the basket area.
All right, thanks, Jason. That, of course, is easier said than done. Gilbert Arenas off that goaltend with 31 points. It's his 14th game this year with 30 or more. You know, the Wizards came into this game scoring exactly the same amount of points as they've allowed, which is very unusual. They score 100 points a game. They allow 100 points a game, and it was even to the very point. Arenas now has 33, speaking of points. Here's Jamison, lets the 3 fly, and drills it. His first triple tonight, 28th of the year. 19 points for O'Neal. The Heater up by 7.
Good pass by Udonis Haslem.
Arenas drives through, got fouled, and it's a goaltend on O'Neal. So the bucket counts, plus a free throw ahead. Here's Caron off the shot fake. Arenas setting for 3. Oh, man. Gilbert Arenas, untouchable. 39 points, and the Wizards are down by only 3. Arenas, nice wraparound for Haywood. Look out! Brendan Haywood with 4 points. The Wizards are within 2 again. Heat are up by 5. Dwayne Wade with both free throws has 16 points. Thomas, uncontested dunk.
3 guys went to Arenas to make him give it up. He found his man. Easy dunk inside.
Payton turnaround. Yup. Gary Payton with his 3rd field goal. 6 points for the 16-year veteran.
Payton liked that move right there. Payton saw that he had the advantage over Atkins and backed him down.
Gilbert Arenas coming right at Dwayne Wade. Wade picks up his 2nd foul. One of the reasons you enjoy the matchup between these two is because they're similar in their attacking, aggressive style. He's getting better and better offensively since the return of Shaq. And there's Jamison getting his first point of the 4th quarter. He has 17 tonight. It's 111-101. The Heat are shooting 50% in this quarter. 8 of 9 free throwing without a turnover. Jamison missed from downtown. The Wizards get it back. Arenas the long 2. Bottoms up. Gilbert Arenas with 47 points.
First field goal of the quarter, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Miami up by 15 with 10 seconds left. The Heat outscoring the Wizards in the 4th quarter. 37-19. Mark this one down as a character win for the Road Warriors.
And it guarded 6'4" from the University of Arizona, number 0, Gilbert Arenas.
You know, I think Gilbert has some pads underneath of his shorts as well, as Caron Butler gets a friendly bounce here at Verizon Center.
For you.
Gilbert for 3. That's the way to start it. We told you his numbers last season. He was held under 20 points 14 times. Pierce's shot no good, and Thomas is there. Washington by 4. Gilbert behind the back. What a move, and he gets it to go.
You're talking about going behind the back in traffic and still maintaining your rhythm.
Gilbert for the long jumper. He could see that was off the mark. Got it back and laid it in.
Mental error by Telfair. He pointed to himself, knew that he turned to watch the ball.
Arenas penetrates, lays it up and in.
Boy, as much as seeing him hit that first 3, that's certainly a pretty sight to see. Gilbert driving the basket and finding his way to the rim.
Arenas off the screen and swishes it through. Arenas, great anticipation for the steal and the slam.
Boy, we've seen a number of steals. Caron's come away with 2.
Pierce last year had his 4th 2,000-point season. That ties him with Larry Bird for the most in team history, and he makes 1 of 2 barely.
Boy, he should get a half point for that.
Of course, he's always at the line. He set the franchise record last year for 3 free throws made and attempted. He took 812 free throws last year, made 627 of them.
Nice finish at the basket. Very subtle move by Gilbert, using his body to ward off the defense.
Nice pass. Yeah. Beautiful look from Arenas to Thomas.
Didn't know he saw him. He was really over his left shoulder, but no question about it. Gilbert knew that his man was open.
13 lead changes, 11 ties. Thomas pulls down the rebound. Watch the elbows. Stevenson for Gilbert. He'll crank up a long jumper and drill it. 3-pointer for Gilbert Arenas. And Doc Rivers wants to slow it down. He'll take time. And the Wizards get another steal. Good hands.
Caron was the one that knocked that initial pass away.
Well, if he's credited for that, that'll be his 5th steal of the game. Jamison.
I think they'll give it to Jamison. He was the one that came up with it.
They'll give the assist to Jamison on that, too, and give the basket to Gilbert Arenas, who now has 26 points in the game. Washington on a 14-2 run in only 2 minutes and 7 seconds, and they've matched their largest lead of 9. Thomas knocks it away.
Too, huh?
Up ahead to a streaking Stevenson. Lays it off for Arenas, who puts it up and in.
You're right. I mean, it was just moments ago they were down by 3.
7 to shoot. And they get the field goal. from Al Jefferson. Quickly, Butler the other way. Lays it off the glass left-handed.
Boy, did a beautiful job of moving that ball at the last moment to his left hand away from Paul Pierce, who was trying to defend the play.
Butler will take the jumper and hit it. Wizards are 3-3 all-time in home openers against the Celtics. Backs up, fires, knocks it down. 30 points for Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert has to lay it off for Jamison, who collects it and scores.
He almost turned his back to the ball, but wisely did not. In the last minute, was able to make the adjustment, recover, and then, of course, that quick release.
Butler baseline shot is short. And Arenas stole it away and got it to Jamison for the score.
Great hustle. Caught Rondo on the blind side and just stripped him of the ball. Mentioned Delonte really struggling in his first 2 games. 1 of 8 against Detroit, 1 of 5 against the Hornets. Had a total of 5 turnovers in those 2 games, but he was extremely solid last year.
Boy, nothing but confidence in that stroke.
How about that?
5:54 to go. Arenas for the three-pointer. Got it. And score the field goal, and I think there's a foul going to be called on Boston. Green for the baseline shot, no good. And Stevenson comes down with a rebound. 3:05 to play, and Arenas fouled by Green. Gilbert Arenas does, in fact, have 40 points for the 19th time in his career. A new rule in the NBA this year. If you have more than one full, one of them is going to be shortened to a 20. Big basket for Gilbert Arenas. 42 points for the All-Star from Arizona in his 6th year. And Washington wins it 124-117 to go 1-1 on the season. First of just 3 meetings this season between the Wizards and the Pacers. They split 4 games last year, both teams winning once at home and once on the road, but a little bit of a break for Washington tonight, as Jermaine O'Neal will not play for the Indiana Pacers tonight. Thomas gets the knockaway on the steal. Here's Arenas the other way, lays it up. That's blocked from behind. They'll call goaltending. Harrington with a stutter step, a little short. Jamison is there. Here comes Gilbert. Wizards up by 3. Arenas stops for the open jumper and hits.
Well, that's a shot we haven't seen Gilbert really hit with regularity.
In fact, Arenas is the only player in the league in the top 10 in points, assists, and steals, and he nails a 3 there. Granger.
Good job by
Butler takes it down. For Gilbert again. Great pass to Jamison. How about that?
Saw him get his 11th assist in that Cleveland game with plays just like that, finding players.
Harrington spins inside with a jump hook, no good. Butler penetrates, reverse layup, great shot.
That was a tough shot. He was going away from the basket and had to spin back to his right. That's a very difficult shot to make.
Foster's played all 8 years with Indiana.
Senior year, he was 3rd in the nation in rebounding. You can see why he's so good at rebound. Fundamentally sound, does a good job of reading where the ball's coming off. Also boxes out well. He's trying to keep Antwan away from getting any offensive rebounds.
Marquise Daniels scores in his 4th year from Auburn. They've run the break well. Here's Jamison on the baseline, gets it back with a 3-pointer.
You got to feel that Gilbert Arenas is Eddie Jordan's type of guard. Eddie likes to run. He likes to see them push the ball up. Ooh, very close to traveling.
Gets it back, loses it. Wizards get the break. They run it 2 on 3. Gilbert pulls up, now takes the jumper and hits.
Boy, that's confidence. They had no rebounders underneath the basket, but he had that open 12, 13-foot jump shot, and he put it down.
Now Arenas one-on-one, shoots over the much shorter Armstrong, and with that raised, that elevated shot, Foster again, and he scores on the offensive putback. You know, he doesn't look that strong, but somehow he gets rebounds. What a move by Arenas.
Gilbert just made a last-second move to avoid the charge.
Wizards will try to match or take their largest lead. Arenas is fouled. Score the field goal. He'll go to the line to try for a 4-point play. Stevenson kicks it out for Gilbert for the baseline jumper. Good.
Great concentration. Now get back, and that's what Eddie's telling his folks.
Wizards are 1-2 on the year. Opened up with a loss at Cleveland. Came back to beat Boston. and then lost in Orlando Monday night. Tough shot by Arenas on a quick turn.
Boy, he just took Tinsley down low and just backed him down.
Nice move inside.
Well, that was a very difficult pass to convert that time by Caron Butler. A bounce pass in traffic, but Gilbert was able to handle it and take it all the way to the basket.
Marquise Daniels' jumper is a little strong. Butler gets the rebound. Wizards run 3-on-2. Jamison on the baseline. A floating shot. Score it.
Nicely
He'll go to the
done.
line. 78-55 Washington. They run Eddie Jordan's offense.
Yeah.
And that is the Princeton backdoor offense.
Haven't seen as much of that so far this year as we saw early on last season, but that was run perfectly.
Rick Carlisle took a rather disrupted team last season. Led them to the playoffs. Used 30 different starting lineups with 17 different players. Gilbert for three. 37 points for Gilbert Arenas.
Steve, I think there are a lot of guys around the country and around the world, I should say, that show you a lot of potential. You don't know for sure if they're going to develop. You know that guy's going to.
He just developed into 40 points on the night. And despite the fact that the Wizards were out-rebounded by 10 tonight, 49-39, they win it going away 117-91. Sparkling night on our nation's capital for the second of 3 meetings this season between the Wizards and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wesley off a screen. Underneath, Snow back to Gooden for the short jumper. Got it. Drew Gooden, who's nearing career highs in his averages. He's right at about 12 points a game and almost 10 rebounds.
Well, he's one of the better rebounders, particularly offensive rebounders in the game, but he struggled with his outside shot. As you see Deshaun make that outside jumper.
James the other way, partially blocked by Thomas, and he comes up with it and tips it. Jamison to Butler. Nicely done. Stevenson had it knocked away, and now Butler will reset with Arenas. Stevenson baseline.
Good find by Gilbert Arenas, who pushed it up.
Stevenson, he'll take another shot. That one's a bit long. Tipped by Jamison to Arenas for three.
Well, a nice save by Jamison to keep that ball alive, and it happened to be right in the right spot to Gilbert.
Good defense by Stevenson, forcing a bad pass, and Brendan Haywood in the lineup gets the rebound.
So important. He got on his shooting side, and he stayed down.
Arenas, nice play to Haywood.
Well, Gilbert's done a good job dishing out the passes. He has his 3rd assist now.
LeBron with a short jumper, good. 5 points for James on 2 of 7 shooting. Jarvis Hayes in the lineup connects on a 2-pointer. Gilbert finds Stevenson, and he connects on a 3-pointer. Gilbert, top of the key for 3.
Well, that's a good sight to see.
James, that's a tough shot. Stevenson was draped all over him.
Well, he made him make that tough shot. He didn't let him get to the basket. He had to shoot that, but at 6'9", you do have the size advantage.
Gilbert drops one in. 10 points for Arenas with 5 assists. And again, it's Cleveland by 1. Ilgauskas easily inside.
Danger of fronting a guy that big. If that ball gets over you, there's no defense behind you.
7'3" is Ilgauskas. Arenas inside for Thomas's short jumper, good. Todd Thomas, who's averaging 7.5 points a game and 6 rebounds in his 7th year from Syracuse.
Yeah, he's 3 of 4 with 6 points. It's good to see him get back to making some of those shots. He was leading the league in field goal percentage for the first couple of weeks.
Arenas again. He's starting to heat up. And the Wizards have regained the lead by 1. 6'8", 240. Now in his 4th season, LeBron will be 22 years old December 30th. Hard to believe he's still only 21. Gilbert drops in a 3. Wizards have made 7 of their last 9 shots. James the other way, and he slams it in.
Well, you get the sense. Oh, nice move.
Gilbert Arenas goes coast to coast to lay it in left-handed. And the foul. Arenas. And on the pass, and you know what? I think that Arenas passed that off because he wasn't sure that he would get the foul call.
I agree with you. I agree with you. When you have that offensive player jumping into the airborne defender, that should be a call to charge.
Now he squares up and softly drops one in. 20 points for Gilbert Arenas. Pavlovich with 9 to shoot. Nearly taken away, and it was by Thomas. Arenas for 3. Got it! And it's a 2-point field goal. They'll say his foot was on the line, and the Wizards have their largest lead of 12.
Boy, good job. Brendan and Karan both.
Absolutely. Arenas for 3. Double team on LeBron leaves Pavlovich open, and he misses.
Good rebound from Brendan Haywood.
Wizards can play for the final shot of the quarter with the fans ready to come to their feet in the phone booth. Arenas for 3. Big shot! And that'll send the Cavaliers to the bench trying to catch their breath. Arenas. Now James on him. 9 to shoot. Gilbert spins, fading jumper. How about that? Gilbert, long jumper. Yes, Aree for 3. 40 points for Arenas. Gilbert Arenas has 20 of Washington's last 28 points.
And it's interesting, at least the last 4 or 5 minutes, LeBron James has been guarding Gilbert.
Arenas again. He is on fire. Jarvis Hayes racing to the basket to lay it up and miss, but the tip is there
by
Gilbert. Hustling all over the court, and the Wizards can hold the ball and end the game. They hold LeBron James to 20, while Gilbert Arenas pumps in 45 points in 39 minutes. And the Wizards even the season series with Cleveland at 1 apiece, as Washington stops their 3-game slide with a victory here tonight. And we are underway as Houston wins the tip. Joe DeRosa, Mark Davis, the U.S. Naval Academy grad, and Sean Wright working tonight's game from Washington. 6 points for Yao. Stevenson kicks that out for Gilbert. Now Stevenson wide open on the baseline. Good. 3-pointer for Deshaun Stevenson. He had 3 of them last night. He's got 8 now on the season. Now Gilbert's trapped a little bit. Kicks it out for Jamison's open 3, and he drills it. Antwan Jamison with 3-pointer number 35 on the season.
They do a good job of getting back. Washington obviously a team that likes to run third in fast break points. That's what they want to do.
Antwan, a high floater, and that's how you answer. You go up so high they can't get to it.
He certainly released that ball skyward. Jamison dropping that in nicely.
Jarvis Hayes got it. 3-pointer for Jarvis Hayes, his 13th this year. Gilbert does have 4 assists, and now he has his first field goal of the game.
If you were just wondering why Gilbert went in the locker room, well, he went in to change his sneakers and now has the black ones on. And it makes a difference.
I guess so.
It's the shoes, money.
The shoes. Gilbert comes out with new sneakers. Of course, the Wizards wearing the black and gold uniforms tonight, which they wore the other night. Good win for Washington, coming from 20 down. Arenas again has another one. Starting to heat up. Gilbert 3 for 9, has 9 points and 4 assists. Gilbert again. He's getting hot. Hits another 3. Gilbert again. How about that?
Boy.
Now he'll fire again. How about that? Another 3-pointer for Gilbert Arenas, who's now 6 of 12 and has all 19 of his points in this period. Our statistician Paul Evans with us again tonight, and stage manager Lori Green. Gilbert opens the period with something familiar, a 3-pointer, his 5th of the game. 7 to shoot. Arenas jumper, good. 26 points for Gilbert Arenas. Jamison for Gilbert. 6 to shoot. Double team on him. They go to Antwan. He fires it up and hits.
Well, they switched Shane Battier, who's a little bit taller, a little bit bigger, trying to slow Gilbert down.
Gilbert Arenas, the jumper. Score the field goal. He'll go to the line for 1 shot. Arenas for 3. Good. And now they've got Calvin Booth in the game. And the Wizards get the steal. Gilbert has 6 3-pointers in the game. Kicks it out. Daniels wouldn't take it. Now Gilbert will. Got another 3. 7 3-pointers. He's 1 away from tying his career high. And the steal. Gilbert gets Alston turned around and slams it down.
Boy, what a finish. Off the turnover.
Jamison, a big rebound. And here's Arenas. Gilbert goes strong on Battier and scores. Yao is tied a season high of 36. Out to Booth. He'll take the 3. How about that? Calvin Booth, his first attempt at a 3 all season, and he knocks it down. Butler pulls the trigger on a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Houston, and that's going to do it. So the Rockets sweep the season series from Washington. They win their 4th straight over the Wizards, who have not beaten Houston since March 2nd of 2005. Phoenix, Arizona, and the final stop on the road for the Wizards, who have won 2 and lost 1 after a terrific victory last night in Sacramento. 12-10 Phoenix. Wizards led by as many as 5. Here's Gilbert against Nash on a fading jumper. Good. Gilbert Arenas 3rd in the NBA in scoring at 29.2 points per game. Thomas in his 12th year from TCU. Been with a couple of different teams. Gilbert Arenas hits a 2-point field goal. 3-pointer, no good.
And this is a game where Brendan can really make a difference. Phoenix, a team that doesn't have your traditional center.
Arenas for Haywood inside. Reverse layup's a beauty. He looks like Wilt Chamberlain out there. 6 points, 2 assists so far for Nash, 3 of 5. This is the longest winning streak in the NBA since the 99-2000 Lakers won 19 in a row.
Well, Gilbert hits his first 3.
Short jumper, no good. Wizards have matched their largest lead of 5. Steve Buckhantz with Phil Chenier and our Comcast Sportsnet crew. Arenas drives around Thomas, finds Jamison. That is beautifully done.
You know, from this angle, I don't think Gilbert saw Antwan Jamison. He just knew where he was.
Here's Jamison. Again, no call. Gilbert sets, fires at the buzzer. Got another 3. 10 points for Arenas. The fans a little restless here as the Wizards lead by 8, their largest. Gilbert again off the screen. Got another one. 3-pointer for Arenas, who is 5 of 9. This is going to be a great game.
Yes, indeed.
Gilbert for the long jumper. How do you like that? He can do it from almost anywhere on the court.
Amazing.
He
Just
knows
amazing.
it. I mean, that
how many
was
times have we seen him do that this year?
For the long 3. Up ahead to Arenas, who's lurking at the other end, and he scores the layup.
Great heads-up play by Daniels. Antonio realized that Gilbert was streaking, didn't waste any time in throwing that long court pass.
Arenas drives on Bell, works free for the jumper and hits.
Oh, that's a tough shot. Stopped on the dime.
Amari Stoudemire, the Rookie of the Year in 03. Had surgery on October 11th last season and played just 3 games. Arenas scored the field goal, and Gilbert will go to the line. Gilbert with 4 on the shot clock. Wheels for Jamison for the short jumper. Good by Antwan Jamison with 1 2/10 seconds to play in the half. Arenas, nice fake. Off the glass. 2 points for Arenas.
What a stop-and-go move. And Sean Marin, another terrific defensive player, one-on-one with the quickness and the length, but you saw Gilbert just leave him in the dust.
Wizards get the steal.
Stoudemire not able to pass out of that double team and committed the turnover.
Stevenson, good for 3. Deshaun Stevenson, and Mike D'Antoni wants time. Gilbert knocks down a jumper. 28 for Arenas. Double team on Butler. They go to Arenas with 5 to shoot. Pulls up for the long three. Got another one. Gilbert Arenas is putting on another clinic here in Phoenix.
31 points for Gilbert.
Arenas, he thought about it. Now he drives, puts it up, score the field goal, and Gilbert will go to the line. The lead is 8. Wizards led by 15 just a few minutes ago. And the sweet jumper by Gilbert Arenas. Agent Zero connects. Wizards can take the final shot of the period, leading by 5. Here's Arenas with 36 points. Fading. Got it! Gilbert Arenas is amazing.
Raja Bell can't believe that shot. He did everything he could to stay away from, keep him from driving. Went up on the shot. Gilbert just lofted it over him.
Gilbert inside, puts it up and scores. Gilbert Arenas has scored 40 points for the 6th time this season and the 25th in his career. 9 lead changes in the quarter. Arenas knocks it down to tie the game. 42 points for Gilbert. Arenas bumped by Marion.
What
still
concentration.
Scores.
Boy, he got really bumped hard by Marion.
Here's Arenas. Gilbert drives on Marion, draws a foul, and he scores! How do you like that? He is spectacular. Oh my! Is he unbelievable or what? Had 60 against the Lakers, 30 last night at SAC, 48 points tonight. Gets the three-point play and ties the game at 127. Nash with a screen from Stoudemire. Now Jamison, Nash, jumper, no good. Rebound tipped away by Marion, puts it up. Follow not there, and Hayes has it, and we're going to overtime. Phoenix had 3 shots at the basket and couldn't convert. Gilbert pulls the trigger. Got another one! Gilbert Arenas, a 2-point field goal. He has 51 points in the game. 10 on the shot clock for Arenas. Gilbert fires. Too strong. I got it off the glass! He got it off the glass! Oh, Gilbert Arenas has 54 points. He is 21 of 37. Phil, I thought this shot was too strong.
Well, it didn't look that way, but it was perfect for the glass.
Wizards by 5 with 22.6 seconds left. Nash over the timeline, fires the jumper, misses, and that will do it. The Washington Wizards have snapped the Phoenix Suns win streak at 15 games, and the Wizards are the Grinch that stole the Suns' Christmas.
Bennett Salvador, Tom Washington, Tony Brown, the officials. 4 minutes into this first quarter, Arenas a long 3. Gilbert Arenas with 5 first quarter points. And that shot off target by Bibby, and Arenas for the Wizards. Seven for Gilbert Arenas.
Agent Zero, as he likes to call himself, just simply in a groove here early.
Arenas, another deep 3. I mean, if you go out and guard him, he goes around you. I mean, you know, you let the guy hit 20. You're going to let him take 26, 27-foot jumpers.
Yeah, I don't know what you do there.
And here's Arenas. They went backdoor. A little baseline pop. And Gilbert Arenas is on fire.
I'm telling you what, sports fans, you are watching a special young man. I mean, he is making about every kind of shot you can make already.
Now Price is on Arenas, who's going to try to post him. Well, that didn't work very well either. So, I mean, Ronnie Price not strong enough on that block to stop the post move by Arenas.
Ronnie Price trying to put some pressure on Arenas, just making him work harder just to get down the floor. And you never know what might take effect on Arenas as the game progresses.
Look at this. Here's Arenas with a pull-up jumper. I mean, what do you do if you're a defender, in all honesty? I mean, what are you going to do if you're Ronnie Price? He played it pretty well.
I think you try to go for the pity factor, try to work up some real tears.
And Francisco's 3 no good, as it's Garcia, Abdul-Rahim, Salmons, Artest, and Williamson. Francisco on Gilbert. Sangala. His first field goal.
Yeah, Darius, that Kings fans remember Darius, very efficient mid-range jump shooter.
And it counts. 21 for Arenas. What was the stat we gave you, Jerry? 30 points or more? He might have 30 before the first half.
It was just one-on-one, little shake to the inside, and then goes the other way, right to the rim, just deceptively quick. And of course, when you have range to 27, 28 feet, as you mentioned earlier, I mean, that makes you even quicker.
Shot clock at 3. Arenas has 24. He's pretty good, huh? And 2 more for Gilbert Arenas.
Well, that wizard went poof at the basket.
Yep. Arenas. 32 for Gilbert.
Boy, explosive to the hoop and extremely quick. That was a tough basket.
Caron Butler, 66-62. Now it's our test turn to try to stop Gilbert Arenas. Sangala. Boy, what's shooting right now in this third quarter?
Boy, Darius Sangala, if you're going to give Darius that shot, you're going to get that result. Kings fans know that.
Sacramento has gone over 4 minutes without scoring. And now it's an 11-point game. And again, too much one-on-one. It's just, Jerry, the Kings are self-destructing here. And Deshaun Stevenson, but that's 3 possessions in a row where a King has tried to go through the entire Washington defense. 87-73. Glad that you're with us here on Comcast Sportsnet. Roger Mason has checked in for the first time for the Wizards to start this fourth quarter. And Butler, this team has a lot of weapons offensively, don't they? 3-pointer. Long rebound, Hayes. And there's Gilbert Arenas, 36. Arenas steps away from Garcia. He did not go for the fake. Butler, and he gets the bounce. Caron Butler with 22 points. Arenas got free. And the lead goes back to Washington, 100-99. Martin. Salmons have 3. Yes. 1.4. 1.4 seconds. 0.7 on the clock. So here we go. It's got to be a catch and a shoot. Salmons to tie. Yes! I can't believe it! Oh, boy! The Kings needed a miracle, and they got it! Now the question is, will they review it? And after they review it, will it be a basket? It's not a good basket, is what Bennett Salvador says. Game is over. Final game, final score 109-106.
We are underway in the Great Northwest as Jamison loses the ball on the first possession. Collison with a lefty jump hook, no good, and Blotch is there. Gilbert will try again, and he gets it. And boy, what a good sign that is, because last night, not only did he make just 4 field goals in the game, Gilbert gets the steal. Both these teams are in the top 5 in steals per game in the league. Arenas for Jamison's long jumper, good for 3. Antwan Jamison knocks down his 110th three-pointer on the season. He is 39th in the league in three-point shooting. And Blotch manages to get the loose ball. Nice pass. Arenas for Haywood, and he flushes it down. Boy, Blotch with a good look to Gilbert.
Yeah, I don't know if that pass was really there. Gilbert did a great job of maintaining control of it. It's so tempting when you're on defense and you see that shot go up. You look up to check it out, but you've got to find a body, put a body on him first. Wilcox with that last basket, and Gilbert follows that up with the layup.
Gilbert hits another 3. Rashard Lewis looking for Collison with Darius Sangala on him. Nice move. He couldn't get it to fall, and Antwan Thomas the rebound. So the Wizards go with Thomas, Arenas, Stevenson, Sangala, and Jamison. Antwan for the long jumper. That's the way to work it.
Yeah, they are so good at that little dump-off pass.
Here's Arenas. Now he's backing in on Watson. Gets a little space and hits the jumper. Nothing but net. 12 points for Gilbert Arenas on 4 of 7 shooting. Wilkins, good defense by Roger Mason. Wilcox inside for the short jump. Man,
great elevation on that shot.
I mean, nobody blocking that. Gilbert underneath for Haywood. Puts it up and in. Nicely done.
Very nicely done, yeah.
And Wilkins, who has played both years in Seattle, signed him as a free agent in 2004, was not drafted out of the University of Georgia. Actually born in Washington, but went to high school in Orlando, the son of Gerald Wilkins, the nephew of Dominique. Gilbert Arenas with a long jumper. Lewis gets them both. Had 27 points in a win over Portland Sunday, 12 rebounds. Gilbert Arenas.
Like that. Pushed it up quickly.
18 points for Arenas. Gilbert takes a look at the stripe and cans a three-point jumper, his third of the game.
You saw what he did. He actually jumped to the three-point line and then was able to turn and pivot and release the shot.
Wizards match their largest lead of 7. Stevenson for Gilbert for another long jumper. Good. Three-point field goal for Gilbert Arenas, his 4th of the game. Stevenson. Gilbert again from three-point range. Got another one.
He's heating up.
Got the hibachi coals working. Don't watch me, watch TV. Haywood goes up and scores. A nice pass from Arenas. Good aggressive move by Brendan. Sangaila underneath scores.
Gilbert back in the game. He's got 4 personal fouls. He's got to be careful.
Gilbert goes down and Sangaila gets the steal. Daniels waits for his teammates. Arenas will pop for 3. Nothing but for Gilbert Arenas. His 6th three-pointer of the game. 10 points for Earl Watson. He'll try another one. Wizards run 3-on-2. Arenas checking, now shooting from 15. Score it, and he is fouled on the play. Wilcox turns on Sangaila for the fading jumper, no good.
Good job defensively by Darius.
Wizards do what they like to do, which is run, score the field goal, and Arenas will go to the line. Arenas for Jamison, big shot, nails a 3. What a huge shot by Jamison to give him 21 for the game. Here's Lewis. Puts it up, and a blocking foul is called on Washington. That's not what you wanted because it gives Lewis 2 shots to tie the game. Lewis with 1 more free throw to tie the game. He's 4 for 4 at the line. He is the 11th best free throw shooter in the NBA. Wizards have 10.6 seconds to try to win this game. We're tied at 106. Arenas. Can the hibachi iron strike? Arenas drives, puts it up, he scores at the buzzer! Wow. Gilbert Arenas hits the game winner for Washington. Well, Mitsubishi Motors play of the day.
Steve, we said it was probably going to be the last team to have possession was going to be the last team to win. And that's just what happened. Gilbert getting that shot off just in the nick of time. Take another look. And another game winner for Gilbert Arenas.
And Gilbert Arenas, for the 15th time, has hit a shot at the end of a quarter, half, or game. This one wins it for Washington.
The scene, Cleveland, Ohio, first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. It's Game 5, the Washington Wizards and the Cleveland Cavaliers with the series tied at 2 games apiece. Arenas around Gooden. Through Ilgauskas. Arenas for 3 with snow draped all over him.
And I like his attack mentality to start the game.
Darting underneath, Arenas lays it up and through. Up by 3. Gilbert Arenas, another 3 here in the first quarter. Have you ever said good call?
Absolutely.
No.
I think that, no. But I think how you deal with the referees is critical. You have to have credibility. So if you dispute every call both ways, then they're never going to believe that you have a legitimate point. There, Hughes, to me, earned credibility by acknowledging the obvious that he had fouled.
Arenas, quick 3. Arenas, 17 points in 15 minutes. The big 3 on 32 of the 34 points, and you can now add to that. After Arenas knocks that down, and he has 20 points. Jeffries, the cutter, with the slam. 6-point lead for Cleveland. 4 minutes into the second half of Game 5. Arenas plus the foul. Gilbert Arenas, a second-round draft pick by the Golden State Warriors out of Arizona. LeBron sitting with 4, and Snow driving. Quick in pace. Here's Arenas. Got him. Arenas for 3. 29 for Gilbert Arenas. Butler. Ruffin on the floor. Here's Arenas up top. Breaks the 30 mark once again.
Who was second? Kobe or LeBron? It's a good question. I'm not trying to quiz you, I'm just interested.
I voted for Kobe, and I put LeBron second and Nash third. Arenas lays it up and through. Cavaliers by 2. Deflected. Turnover. Butler ties it up. 7.5 seconds remaining in Game 5 in the 4th quarter. James. Overtime. Arenas. Left, no. Taps it back up and through.
With his left hand.
Arenas has 40. Under 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hughes makes a move. Stripped. Scoop back up. Ruffin got a piece of it. Taken away by Arenas. Arenas attacking. 42 in the lead for Arenas. James. And a blocking foul on Butler. James with 42. LeBron James, 21 years of age. Gilbert Arenas, 24 years of age. 2 brilliant performances. Arenas with 42. LeBron James with 43 in Game 5. The Cavs regain the lead by 1. Arenas. Hughes on him. Shot clock at 4. Arenas makes his move. Foul. Ties it. In the first year of coaching Gilbert Arenas, Eddie Jordan said, listen, we drew a picture of a road. Some guys stay on the dotted line. Some will change lanes. Just don't drive off the road, Gilbert. Don't drive off the road. You can change lanes, go on the dotted line, but stay on the road. He has tonight. Washington by 1. James for the win. 0.9 left. Arenas. LeBron does it again. 121-120. The final in overtime.
Tonight from Oakland, California, here at Oracle Arena, the Washington Wizards hope to snap a 6-game losing streak against this Golden State Warrior team that has struggled themselves with some injuries thus far this year. But there are some bright notes to report. Gilbert Arenas seems to be healthy and regaining his shape. If the Wizards are to break that losing streak, they'll depend on him tonight. Now there's Curry. There's a look at that stylish jump shot. He averages 11 a game in the pros. Hunter out of Michigan went undrafted, by the way, and played in Poland, Belgium, and last year Fort Wayne, Indiana. You've seen a lot of the planet. Curry the other way. Stephen Curry finding an early groove. He's 2 for 2. Jamison double teamed on the catch and the ball ripped out of his hands. Warriors forcing the second turnover on the Wizards here early. Oh, Curry with a nice little fake. Kicks it tomorrow over to Maggette. And Curry opens up 3 for 3. That is a 3. Curry with 7 early points.
Coach and I disagree. Coach says he believes that great shooters are made. I believe great shooters are born. You can make yourself a good shooter. And Steph Curry was born a great shooter, and so was his dad. And I got that. I did my homework. Reggie Miller agrees with me.
Morrow for 3.
I'm surprised every time he lifts up and it doesn't go in.
Arenas, after uncorking the last one, comes down and gets another quick look. Arenas has hit his last 3 on the last 3 trips down the floor, and he has picked up the scoring and has pulled his ball club to within 5. But now Antwan Jamison knocks in a 3. Curry, change of pace dribble, and the teardrop shot running along the right side of the lane. What a move.
If you're a player, you got to like the pace of this ball game. Both teams can score, and scoring very easily, might I add.
Hunter will again shoot from the top, and that one's in and out. Nice find inside Arenas to Jamison on the post-up. So Arenas has scored 3 times consecutively. Jamison twice, and then he assists to Jamison in deep. Curry for 3, and he has been perfect. 5 for 5, 2 threes. Curry with a dozen.
And there's things as a team that you are willing to live with, competing, and then there's things you can't live with. You can't give Steph Curry wide open shots.
You've got to go at Golden State at the basket to either finish or draw fouls, and that's your best transition defense.
Arenas will hoist a 3, and he knocks in a 3. So Gilbert starts off red hot, 13 points, 5 of 6.
Coach and I did the Duke Davidson game last year. Right away I could tell his future was extremely bright.
Arenas circles, hands off to Butler. From the angle, he knocks it down. Why wouldn't they be as effective?
Well, you got to understand, he's playing with another dominant guy that needs the basketball in his hands in Monte Ellis that can score in bunches and be effective. So it's much more of a field. I don't dictate the entire offense, so I have to find a way to get mine.
And again, the Wizards go to the block effectively to Haywood for the jam.
And then in all fairness, I was a guy that was fortunate enough to get drafted and play for a coach that believed in me, that lived with my mistakes and allowed me to grow. I don't think Steph Curry had that right away.
Randolph trying to snake it inside to Curry, jabbed away, controlled by Arenas. In transition, this is Butler. And the Wizards now have rolled out to an 8-point lead just like that, shooting 70%. 14 of 20 they've hit. Ellis defended by Nick Young, gives to Randolph. He just nonchalantly fires one up. And the Warriors now have slipped to 40% shooting. They started off on a 58% shooting clip to take a lead. Arenas knocks down a 3, and the Wizards want to take the mystery out of this one. Arenas with 16 points.
There's teams that come in here and say, okay, we don't have to score 120. We're not just going to give them 100. We're going to stop them, and then we're going to get it done offensively. So it's a mentality, and that mentality has got to become contagious.
Ran off a terrific pass in transition, and Watson reverses and scores.
Coach and I talked about that, the luxury of having a big guy that can rebound the basketball and make plays in transition.
As Arenas hits a tough shot, banks it in, and is fouled. Arenas off to a magnificent start in this game. 19 points now with 8 assists. Wizards have lost 6 in a row. They have been heartbreakers. Curry went up. He kind of double clutched when he let it go, but man, his aim was true. Curry's hit 3 threes tonight. He has 17 points. Latmanovich part of the trade, coming over from Charlotte to Steven Jackson. He and Curry exchange passes, and Latmanovich converts in transition, and the Warriors have taken the lead back. Anthony Morrow outside, triggering the 3. One and done for the Warriors. Here come the Wizards. Butler again on the slight Morrow and hits the fall-away jump shot. So Caron Butler getting busy down low.
Easy offense. One thing you want to do playing against the Warriors is force them to defend.
Curry comes back with a beautiful jumper. He's hit 7 of 12. Between he and Ellis, they've combined for 39. Arenas spins and had a block by Randolph goaltending, and Gilbert will get the bucket. Haywood 13 and 11 and came into tonight's play 3rd in the league in shot blocking. Curry strikes from long range.
But you could see the upside of Anthony Randolph. I'm covering all the bases, but I believe as a coach, you have to instill in him principles that's going to make him a great player. As Gilbert Arenas still on fire.
Well, he sure is. Randolph one-on-one on Haywood. What's he going to do here? Good ball handling, spins, straightens off the glass.
And here's what I like about it. In the first half, that was a jump shot. Do exactly what you would have done a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Put the ball on the floor and say, this is Brendan Haywood defending.
Gilbert Arenas slithers in. There was absolutely no space, but he got his shoulders through there somehow, scores, and goes to the line for a 2-point lead. Radmanovic flashes doubled outside to Curry, raising for another 3. Nick Young closing out, made that a tough deal. Here's Arenas the other way. Oh, did you see that move on Watson? Arenas is at 7 of 11 from the line. What do you think? Is he back?
I think it's going to be a challenge, and Washington fans going to have to get used to some inconsistency in his performance.
Oh, Caron Butler's been outstanding in the second half. Butler has knitted together a game of 24 points and 8 rebounds, and the Wizards lead now by 11. Their largest lead has been 12. Curry straightaway 3. Why not? He has been on fire tonight. Stephen Curry, sensational. 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. He has 27. That is a new career high. Oh, the Warriors threw that one away. Curry looking for Ellis. They didn't click on that one. Arenas. The 1-2 to the cup. May have walked. Laid it in. Crowd thought so, and Nelly calls a timeout with 5:14 left in the game, and the Wizards leading 106-97. And Gilbert Arenas has an answer for the crowd here in Oakland. 39 points. They extend out on Arenas. He goes to work, weaving it between the wickets, and he leans in, and man, he hits a tough shot. Gilbert Arenas with 41 big ones. And Ellis always seems to have an answer as he pulls his club backward and forward. But Arenas finds another path to the rim. Gilbert Arenas, 43 points. Brendan Haywood back in the lineup now after the timeout. Setting a screen for Arenas. In he comes. Off to Butler. Nice pump fake, drew Watson out of position, and then he hits the baseline jump shot to give the Wizards an 8-point lead with 1:29 remaining. Up next for Washington at Phoenix, home against Philly, at Milwaukee, at Minnesota, at Memphis. That's their next 5. Trying to scramble back into the picture in the Eastern Conference, where after the first 5 seeds, it is wide open territory. Even where they stand, dead last right now in the Southeast Division and the 3rd worst record in the East coming into tonight's play. Morrow knocks down a 3 with 24 and 5/10 seconds remaining. Arenas leads them with 45 points, 13 assists tonight. Butler, the 28 points and 10 rebounds, and the streak of 6 straight by a combined 14 points is over for Flip Saunders and Gilbert Arenas and the Washington Wizards. Final tonight here in Oakland, 118-109.
Of course, we talked about LeBron James and Gilbert Arenas. They've been great, but they've also had strong supporting casts who've come up big at certain times in this series, and they'll need that tonight from their supporting cast.
Right, you need to play to your potential. You must take care of your defensive boards. Washington, you must force the turnovers and get out in the open floor and get on the offensive rebounding. That has been somewhat an up and down deal throughout the playoff here.
James quickly goes to the basket and scores within 6 seconds of the opener. He has been just absolutely amazing coming off that terrific game where he had 45, a franchise record in Game 5, including the game winner. Arenas has found the stroke the last couple of games.
Well, the first 2 moves here, this is what you like to see.
There's Arenas guarded by his good friend and former teammate Larry Hughes. Oh, quick move, can't finish. Good lost it, Arenas right there on the foul.
Well, Gooden almost had his head ripped off that time. He got hit pretty hard, and I think that's what caused the ball to hit the floor.
James, strong move in the lefty finish.
Now, how about your lefty finish and a beautiful spin move off the lefty finish?
No misses.
Look up.
Wizards like to run during the regular season, 3rd highest scoring team in the league. Arenas from way downtown. Shot clock down to 5. James settles for the jumper and knocks it down. Jamison shot long. Jared Jeffries at 6'10", underrated defender in this league. Nice pass inside to Ilgauskas. They really need to find him on a regular basis.
Yes, and they have to look for him because any time that he rolls, Mike, we know that he can make that 18-foot jump shot, but when he rolls down inside, he's so dangerous because he can hook shoot up over the top of any defender. Now, this is going to be a critical tonight.
Jamison steps back. 9 points already for Jamison. You know, we heard Lisa talk about him saying Mr. Game 5. It was last year that he had a Game 5 winning shot against the Chicago Bulls. That's why he kept talking about the importance of Game 5. James spinning quickness. Wow. And puts it in. Jeffries just kind of throws it up. Not a good shot. And Marshall the rebound.
Yeah, that was a very poor percentage shot. And he was open from the foul line over to the right side of the lane.
James, hard drive. Again, a strong finish. He was way above the rim. James to Brazion and a foul. James and Butler. Butler banging him well, but you just can't stop that.
No, you can't stop that, Mike.
Arenas passes up on the three, goes hard to the basket, and a blocking foul as he was in the restricted area.
Washington cannot go to sleep here now. They've got to get back.
Arenas counted and a foul. The foul call was very late. Arenas was bumped by Hughes, went down, then went threw up the shot, and then they called the foul. Here comes a double team. James turns the other way. 16 now for LeBron James.
Well, all the coaches, you know, they constantly work at the double teams, try to go away from the defense, but then when you go away from the defense, make sure you get into a high percentage area.
Arenas hard inside, count it, and a foul. Arenas way off the mark. Here come the Cavs looking to push. They've got the numbers. Snow to James, and the finish. You know, the Cavs have already shown they can win here in the playoffs, taking game 3. Arenas, a whirling shot, and they're up by 3.
Bench points, Cleveland with 24, 9 for Washington.
Arenas and the foul. Again, fearless going to the basket, and goes right at the 7-3 Ilgauskas. Arenas for 3. Butler, the offensive rebound. Can't get it to fall. Plenty of contact. Crowd wanted a foul. James, nice left hand.
And that's what happens in this league. You miss a layup opportunity at one end. It's amazing how in this league the opposition might scores within 3 seconds.
Jamison lost it. James inside again. Puts it up.
Yes. Oh, what body control.
22 for LeBron James as the Cavs now at 47% from the field. Jamison, wide open 3.
There you go.
Hughes inside. Jamison defended him well, went straight up.
Oh, yeah, 4-on-1.
Arenas to Daniels. Daniels with the reverse. 16 for Antonio Daniels. Daniels backdoor underneath. Flips it in. Tough shot from Daniels. Arenas from way downtown. He's got in the 30s again. 31. James comes right back with a 3. And LeBron James's first points of the 4th quarter. Arenas is on LeBron James. Here comes Jeffries to help. Knocked away by Arenas. Terrific steal. Daniels goes right to the basket, puts it in.
Beautifully executed.
James swings it. Marshall for 3. Daniel Marshall. 28 points off the bench. And just like that, it's back to a 4-point game. Arenas with 2 players on him. And Marshall the rebound as well. 7 boards for Marshall. Arenas staring right at James.
James wants to clear out.
Makes the drive. Arenas stays with him nicely. Oh! Nice between 2 defenders again. Wizards trying to force the game 7. Shot clock down to 5. Flip Murray on the drive. Inside. Banks it in as the shot clock expires. 1-point game. Arenas forces it up, blocked by Hughes. Jamison blocked by James. Here comes Hughes, 2-on-1. Murray inside, blocked, and a foul. Shot will not count. No goaltend, but a foul, and 2 free throws coming up. Huge game for Murray. Good free throw here. And the Cavaliers have their first lead of the 4th quarter. Again, Cavs do not have a foul to give. They do get it in. Here's Butler against Snow.
There's your backdoor.
Backdoor. Arenas misses the layup. Battle for the rebound. Taken by Snow, and he's fouled with 14.7 remaining. Clutch free throws from Snow. And Eddie Jordan will use his final timeout. Now do the Cavs commit the foul and not let a three-point attempt go up.
That comes down to the coaching philosophy. And it's interesting how many coaches refuse the foul in a situation. They say, we'll go with the defense. And then other guys will say, I'm fouling. I'm going to force you to go to the line. Put the pressure on the first foul shot. You make it? Okay, now you still have to miss it and get the ball back.
Looking to inbound. Arenas puts up the three. Ties the game. And a timeout call by the Cavaliers. They throw it in to Marshall. Knocked away Jamison at the buzzer. And throws it over the backboard. That would have counted and won the game. Instead, for the second straight game, we go to overtime. James, hard drive inside. James, a crossover. Once again, the drive. And the foul. Unstoppable going to the basket. Another seesaw battle. 22 lead changes, 13 ties.
Yeah, Jamison is smarting here. I think he has something wrong with his leg.
Arenas backs it in. Butler was open, but they missed him.
Yeah, that was a good call, Mike. You're absolutely right. He was wide open.
Arenas falls down, but keeps his dribble. Shot clock at 5. Daniels throws it inside. The Butler has to put it up, and he draws the foul with 2 left on the 24. Both teams hitting big free throws at crunch time. 14.1 remaining. And the Wizards clinging to a 1-point lead. James looking. They get it into Marshall. And right back in the hands of LeBron James.
Here's your trap.
They get it out of his hands. Hughes. Damon Jones puts it in with 4.8 remaining. Wizards have to push. Arenas driving inside. Butler at the buzzer. No good. And the Cleveland Cavaliers advance to the second round. Damon Jones, who hadn't played a second all game, inserted and knocks down the winning shot. An incredible finish. And for the first time since 1993, the Cavaliers go to the second round.
Time now for the Toyota starting lineups for the visiting Washington Wizards. They're 3-0 since the All-Star break. Caron Butler, Antwan, Jamison, Brendan Haywood, Jared Jeffries, and Gilbert Arenas, an NBA All-Star. That's the starting 5 for Wizards head coach Eddie Jordan. Shane Powell, your forwards. Big Jake Sakalidis makes his 3rd start. Eddie Jones and Chucky Atkins, the backcourt for Mike Fratello. Davis tosses, and we are underway. Jamison quickly right off the top. That didn't take long, about 6 seconds for Antwan Jamison, the second leading scorer for the Wizards at 19.5. Eddie Jones to the baseline, sets up Shane, trying for 3, rimming no. Rebound Haywood, taps, and here come the Washington Wizards. Arenas, 46 points in 30 minutes Saturday against the Knicks. Jamison feeling it. He's got all 5 Wizards points.
You've got a situation where he must have heard us talking about a key matchup, and he's kind of taking it to heart.
Well, there's the other guy in the key matchup, Pau Gasol, and he hits. And we haven't even gotten to the storyline that Chucky Atkins is making his first appearance against his former team. Arenas for 3. It dances and drops through. Gilbert Arenas, the 4th leading scorer in the league at almost 29 per game. Gasol against Jamison will take him to the baseline and work inside. Nicely done by Pau Gasol. He has all 4 Grizzly points. Gasol against Brendan Haywood will take him to the baseline. Haywood, a big physical defender. Shot clock at 4. Atkins finds Gasol for the finger roll. Pau 3 of 4. 6 points for the All-Star, and the Grizzlies are within 4 at 14-10. Jeffries finds a double team. Jamison, that's a 3, and down the well it goes for Antwan Jamison. Eddie steps out against Caron Butler. Shot clock down to 7. They've got Gasol on Butler on a bit of a mismatch. Pau's going to take him to the base, flip it up, and flip it in. Well, Gasol's accepting the challenge.
Exactly where I was going to head, Pete. That's exactly what he's doing. He's basically saying, all right, guys, I'm going to carry you for a while.
Thanks, Tony. Arenas fills it up.
Got to give us small guys a chance. But although now that we won the slam dunk contest, you know, it's kind of a little guy's world now.
It is indeed. See, we go small with Michael Cage taking a break, and Antwan Thomas going to the left hand. Eddie Jones gets the Sakalidis screen, but can't find a roll man. Gasol, good again. Gasol is your leading scorer with 10 on 5 of 6 shooting. Gasol against Jeffries, single coverage. Pau wheels in the lane and hits again. Under 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Gasol over Arenas. Good again.
Well, that's one of those I hollered out Why? You've got the short guy. Good shot.
Grizzlies within one. Jamison for three. Antwan Jamison.
See what happens when you guard him? I told you. Leave him alone. Seemed to work last time.
Gasol against Thomas, going to take him to the rack. Feeds Shane, long gun, rimming no. Rebound taken by Jeffries. Jamison leaking out early, and the Grizzlies have to be aware the Wizards do like to run. Arenas works around a Thomas screen. Gilbert Arenas. I love the story that when he went to the University of Arizona, he said, I want to wear number 0. Wizards had an early lead in the first meeting between these two teams. Arenas forced inside the arc, long 2, nothing but cotton with 4.1. Wizards their largest lead of the night at 9 at 32-23. Gasol against Jeffries, gets the step and in traffic hits. Gasol having a magical first half, 17 on 8 of 10 shooting. Antonio Daniels had a career year last season with the Seattle Supersonics. And his departure, Sean, I think one of the reasons why that franchise just is really struggling. Jamison quickly over Gasol.
Well, tough matchup there for Mike Miller. Tried the front Jamison, which is not a bad move, but he's got to get help.
Wizards have held onto the ball. Only 1 turnover. Jamison long 2. Antwan Jamison isn't even touching the rim right now. Daniels out of Bowling Green. Jamison in rhythm. Antwan Jamison, you may have to outlaw him the way he is shooting the ball right now. Thomas had 8 the other night, 7 tonight. Gasol tries to return the favor. A nice stop, pivot, and hook by Gasol. He's got 19.
Well, it's got it all working tonight, Pete. That's not a shot he shoots enough.
Backdoor cut. Bobby Jackson knocked out of his hands. Grizzlies keep with 13 on the shot clock, and Antwan Jamison getting ready to return to the lineup for Washington. Grizzlies come away with it. Atkins to a speeding Eddie Jones, had it blocked.
Got to find someone else to score, Pete. Just hadn't had it. Mike made a nice shot, but you know he's on the bench with just a couple points.
Arenas gets away from Bobby Jackson, and the Wizards equal their largest lead of the night. Powell with the hook, overshot it. Jeffries. Jamison wants it. The runner, why not? Antwan Jamison, a big smile. 9 of 13, he's hit for 21. 6 to shoot. Chucky, little show and go. Fills it up. Chucky Atkins. Jamison from the corner. Blocked by Gasol. Saved by Miller. Arenas milking it down to 5 on the timer. The crossover against Eddie, got to the goal and laid it in. Dribble penetration has been killing the Grizzlies the last 3 losses. Eddie Jones drives on Caron Butler. Gasol, good again. Powell with 21. Now you talked about earlier, they put Jamison and Butler well down on the floor. Arenas with the hit.
Well, it just spreads the whole court out. It gives Arenas a real good visual.
Caron Butler against Eddie Jones. Arenas, that's a 3, and down it goes for Gilbert Arenas. So 5 straight by Arenas. He's got 21, and it's 57-50.
Yeah, playing basketball without a conscience is a wonderful thing, and that's what Arenas has in Washington. Green light every time he touches it.
Calls himself a silent assassin. Shane going to take it to the base. Gasol spots up. Yes! Pau Gasol putting on a shooting display. Clock at 10 for Eddie. Gasol against Butler, has him one-on-one, 5 to shoot. Powell spins, faces up, and fills it up.
Patience, Pete. We talked about it in the first half. Don't take the first shot, take the best shot. And Powell knew he had Butler. He was just waiting for Eddie Jones to get out of the way. Eddie cleared, and Powell finished.
Gasol against Butler. Jeffries comes to double, gets a deflection. Arenas on a run out. And Jeffries will get the easy one. And Jeffries set that up with a double team, got the deflection. Grizzlies have turned it over 10 times, leading the 9 Washington points. Caron Butler, his first foul, and Eddie 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Mark this down. That's the 4th Wizards team foul. Grizzlies shoot the penalty the rest of the way, and Antwan Jamison, that is a 3. And Antwan Jamison simply cannot miss his 4th triple on the night. He has 24. Arenas has 21. Powell lays it up and lays it in.
Great isolation there for Powell, Pete.
Gasol. Shane. Beautiful 2-man game. Battier, the second Grizzly in double digits. He has 10. Work on the baseline. Going to work against Jeffries. In traffic. threw up a prayer and found no answer.
The initial shot wasn't there. Hakeem needs to kick it out. They'll come back to him.
And that hurts because you had a chance to make it a one-point game, and then Jamison comes back and hits the three. Antwan Jamison now 27 on just 19 shots. Arenas down the lane, blocked by Gasol. Ball to the floor, picked up by Memphis. 3-on-2 if they hurry. But Washington is back. Eddie, a three for the lead. Yes! Bobby is 0 for 3, but gets a steal there. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Gasol quickly to the baseline. Got it back. Hooked it up and hooked it in. Grizzlies back to the lead at 70-69. Powell has gone for 30. Antwan Jamison leans over Mike Miller, and he continues his hot shooting.
That's okay, because that's good defense.
Arenas, a tough chance. The setup by Jamison, his second assist. Battier sees a seam, ball kicked away. Antonio Daniels on the pickup. Grizzlies back defensively, but Jamison will uncork a three. And Jamison is simply on fire tonight. 32 for Antwan Jamison. One of the rare bad shots from Jamison. Arenas, a deep three. And he holds the pose. Arenas 29, Jamison 32. Arenas another three and another make. Gilbert Arenas putting on a show here. He's dancing, styling, and profiling. Hakeem Warwick, bad pass. Miller tried to hit Warwick, but it was behind the rookie. And Jamison left it short. Bodies everywhere, and Warwick will get called for the foul. Hakeem just cannot buy a call underneath the goal tonight. It's his third. Jamison checking Gasol, says I can take him one-on-one. Miller for three. It's through! We're tied at 90.
Well, the double team came, and before Powell even had to take a dribble, he saw Arenas sneaking behind him.
I thought that the pass was like skipping a stone across a lake.
Well, you can do that too.
Okay.
Arenas. You could skip down the court and do it. Or you can do like Arenas and just make everything you throw up.
Arenas dribbled it off his foot. Jeffries, it's blocked by Battier and tracked down by Miller. Gasol running the floor. Tough catch. Hammered by Ruffin. And they will call a flagrant foul because Ruffin caught Powell in the eye. 6 to shoot. Powell backing down against Jeffries. Faces up and fills it up again. Gasol ties his career high of 37. Lob for Gasol, and he pumps it through.
Jamison and Arenas have virtually gone scoreless here for the last 3 minutes. Good job by the Grizzlies keeping them out of the mix.
Because they haven't gotten scoring from anybody else. Arenas, the runner, and Atkins called for the foul. It's 5 on Chucky. The Grizzlies are going to pull one out after trailing by 14. A 38-point third quarter put them in the driver's seat. And a career-high 39 from Pau Gasol. And that will do it. Holy cow, what a game, and did the Grizzlies need this one? 108-98 is your final.